This video is about creating an emergency fund. When it comes to managing your finances, one important step to take is building an emergency fund. This fund is meant to be a safety net for unexpected expenses or income loss, and having one can make all the difference in your financial stability and peace of mind. In this video, we will discuss why building an emergency fund is important, how much you should aim to save, and tips for getting started. Welcome to Personal Finance Insights, the channel that helps you make sense of your money. Our engaging and informative videos cover everything from the basics of budgeting and saving to the intricacies of investing and building wealth. Join our community of like-minded individuals who are passionate about achieving financial success. Please note that our content is for educational purposes only, and we encourage you to seek the advice of a qualified professional before making any financial decisions. Subscribe now and start your journey to financial freedom. Here is why it is important to build an emergency fund. Life can be unpredictable, and unexpected expenses can arise at any time. Car repairs, medical bills, and job loss are just a few examples of situations that can quickly drain your savings and leave you struggling to make ends meet. An emergency fund can help you weather these storms and avoid going into debt or relying on credit cards. In addition to providing financial security, having an emergency fund can also reduce stress and anxiety. Knowing that you have a cushion to fall back on in case of an emergency can give you peace of mind and allow you to focus on other areas of your life. If you are wondering how much you should save, I think the amount you should save in your emergency fund will depend on your situation. As a general rule of thumb, aim to save enough to cover 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. This should include everything from rent or mortgage payments to utilities, food, and transportation costs. If you have a high-income job or a stable source of income, you may be able to get away with a smaller emergency fund. On the other hand, if you are self-employed or have an irregular income, you may need to save more to account for fluctuations in your earnings. Talking about building an emergency fund, here are 6 tips. 1. Start small when starting to build your emergency fund. It's important to start small instead of trying to save the full amount all at once. Saving a large sum of money can seem overwhelming, especially if you're just starting. Aim to save $500 or $1,000 to begin with, and then gradually increase your savings over time. By starting small, you can create a solid foundation for your emergency fund and make progress towards your savings goals. Additionally, starting small can help you avoid the stress and frustration that can come with trying to save too much too quickly. Over time, as you continue to save and your income increases, you can increase the amount you save each month and work towards fully funding your emergency fund. Remember, every little bit helps, and starting small is better than not starting at all. 2. Make it automatic. Setting up automatic transfers from your checking account to your emergency fund is a great way to ensure that you are consistently saving without having to remember to do so manually. By automating your savings, you can make sure that you are making progress towards your savings goals, even if you forget to transfer money on your own. This can also help you build your emergency fund faster, as you won't be tempted to spend the money on other expenses. Simply set up a recurring transfer for a specific amount and frequency, and watch your savings grow over time. 3. Cut back on expenses. Cutting back on expenses is a crucial step towards building an emergency fund. By reducing your spending, you can free up more money to put towards your savings. There are many ways to cut back on expenses, such as canceling subscriptions that you don't use or need, reducing the amount you eat out, or finding a more affordable place to live. Small changes in your spending habits can make a big difference in the amount of money you have available to save each month. So, take a close look at your expenses and identify areas where you can cut back without sacrificing your quality of life. 4. Use windfalls wisely. If you happen to receive a work bonus or a tax refund, it is wise to use these windfalls to boost your emergency fund. By allocating some or all of these unexpected funds towards your savings, you can give your emergency fund a much-needed boost without having to put in additional effort. This can be a great opportunity to add to your savings and help ensure that you are better prepared for any unexpected expenses or income loss in the future. Remember, every little bit counts, so even if you can only allocate a small portion of the windfall towards your emergency fund, it can still make a big difference in the long run. 5. Keep your emergency fund separate. To prevent yourself from using your emergency fund for non-emergency expenses, it's important to keep it separate from your regular savings. Consider opening a separate account, such as a high-yield savings account or a money market account, specifically for your emergency fund. This will help you resist the temptation to dip into your savings for non-emergency expenses, and ensure that your emergency fund is readily available when you need it. By keeping your emergency fund separate, you can also more easily track your progress towards your savings goals and make adjustments as needed. Remember, the purpose of your emergency fund is to provide financial security in times of unexpected expenses or income loss, so it's crucial to protect it from unnecessary spending. 6. Reevaluate regularly. It's crucial to regularly reassess your emergency fund savings as your financial situation evolves. As your income, expenses, and overall financial needs change, it's important to ensure that you are still on track to meet your savings goals and have enough funds to cover unexpected expenses. Therefore, it's essential to reevaluate your emergency fund regularly and adjust your savings goals as necessary. Keeping your emergency fund up to date with your current situation can help you avoid being caught off guard by unforeseen events that could derail your financial stability. Regularly reassessing your emergency fund will also help you identify areas where you can improve your savings and adjust your spending habits to meet your financial goals. Final thoughts. In summary, creating an emergency fund is a crucial aspect of attaining financial security and tranquility. By prioritizing saving and adhering to the aforementioned tips, you can establish a financial cushion that will safeguard you in case of unforeseen expenses or loss of income. Begin modestly, maintain consistency, and witness the growth of your savings over time. It's important to keep in mind that even small amounts can accumulate to a substantial fund. Building an emergency fund is an ongoing process that starts with taking the initial step. Thank you for watching Personal Finance Insights. We hope you found our videos informative and valuable in your financial journey. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Thank you for being a part of our community, and we look forward to helping you make sense of your money.